everyone, this is your favorite Foxy Woppy here, Mizuki Ravendale. Coming at you with today, we're gonna continue, coming at you with Corpse Party, Book of Shadows, and we're gonna continue chapter 3 here, so let's get started. Yes, we're gonna resume this data. The air in my room had gotten notably cooler and I was shivering. Yeah, you must have fallen asleep. Rubbing my eyes, I glanced at my clock. News indicated it was 6:45. Oh, wow, that's pretty late. Back outside my window, streaked with lines from the still pouring rain. Studying for my exam, the weight of what the next day held for me came rushing into my mind. I'd practiced the interview process with my teachers quite thoroughly, but I was still really nervous. There's still a little time before dinner. My mind swung and decided to take this opportunity to clean out all the notes and textbooks I wouldn't need tomorrow from my bag. I suddenly went pale. Really? I shouldn't have been too concerned over writing influence. We had tons at home. In that case, hell, the pencil that Tsukasa had given me for guaranteed success on my exam. Oh. No. Can you? That pencil. Oh, she's talking. Never mind. Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, it's just an old ghost tale. Oh boy. Put up my soaked up and left it on the rack by the entrance, then changed it to my indoor shoes. Then entering the brightly lit hall, I took another look around. Went to inside, I go through the deathly silent corridor. Ordinarily, the dead of other sounds would drown out noises like this, but everyone's sound was coming through crystal clear at this late hour. Oof. Oof, that's a scary scenario. I never sauntered toward classrooms before picking up speed as it occurred for me to do so. Oh gosh. And lightning flashed and thunder were sound within impeccable timing. I jumped in spite of myself. No ghost should show up in a well-lit building like this, right? And even if they did, they wouldn't be very scary under all these bright lights. I beg to differ. Picked up the pace as I continued to head straight for room 34. Oh, that is a very... I don't like that sound. Oh. See my brisk went down the impossibly long hallway toward my goal, jumping every now and again whenever thunderclaps sounded. Considering I was compromised both of middle school and the high school, and this evening it really felt like it was floating its massive size. It didn't help that my classroom was in the high school wing, which happened to be past the middle school, making it seem that much farther away. Oh, good God. Focusing on the scant few sounds around me as I paced down that long, lonely corridor. Then, all of a sudden, I heard a faint noise, as if someone playing an organ. Oh god, I took a deep breath trying to calm my nerves. Oh god. Hearing sounds of the rain, wind, and thunder and mixing air just sounded like an organ, that's all. I was convinced. I kept walking, but then I heard the same noise again, this time much more clear. It was unmistakable. Oh god! I was paralyzed with fear. My heart was pounding as if it were struggling to break free of someone's sinister grip. Think about it, I vaguely recall someone mentioning an upcoming course by the wind instrument club. I guess an organ would qualify? Somebody must have just stayed late to practice, that's all. Took another deep breath and tried again to calm her over jittery nerves. Anything can be scary if you think it is. Yep. I heard that if you let your imagination run too wild, fear can even make you see things that aren't there. And my imagination was most definitely running wild. I decided to dash towards my classroom so I could get out of this hall as quickly as possible. Finally, reaching the familiar door, I swiftly opened it and flicked on the lights. Thanks to all my expected pauses to freak out over thunder and lightning, took me far longer than it should have to get here. It was already well past 7. It was the appointed time when the ghost of the teacher was supposed to appear, at least according to school legend. I sighed relief and relaxed my shoulders a bit. The lights were on both inside the classroom and out in the hallways. Sure, it was still dead silent, but the fear I'd been feeling had completely melted away. Grabbed the pen case I'd come back for and shoved it into my pocket. Yay! With my long ordeal behind me, more or less, I looked around the classroom right on our side. I don't ever know this classroom when it was bustling with activity. Thus found its eerie silence and utter stillness to be oddly fascinating. Ugh. Got the idea in my head to try doing something I wouldn't be able to, like standing at the teacher's room or writing on the blackboard. To me, the area behind the podium for which teachers conduct their lessons was like a sacred space. I dreamed of standing there myself one day and could hardly resist its pull when presented a rare opportunity like this. To my classmates, this would seem like such a silly, stupid dilemma, but that didn't change the way I felt at the moment. Stand at the podium. Decided I had to try it. The other day, pretty much such I'd come and gone from the spot countless times. This is the first time I'd ever had an opportunity to just stand here and preside over the classroom. Getting teachers for me in the most ever since was starting to get me really fired up. It may seem silly now, but this was my stage. This is where all my dreams would play out. I can't imagine the future that awaited me. Basically, detailing some new piece of knowledge for students sitting at the table at their desk. Finding chalk across the board, filling it with information to aid them in their studies. I was getting so excited that I even began to think my behavior was a little strange. Maybe it was just a juxtaposition of these joyous, freeing visions and the prickling dread I'd been filling up until just a minute or two before. But then, in the blink of an eye, one of these two conflicting emotions completely overpowered the other. Oh no. Oh god, no. Suddenly, my surroundings were bathed in darkness. Going step a check, I stumbled back a step. My back struck the blackboard with a dull thud. I instinctively grabbed hold of the rail where the eraser sat. I felt chalk dust against my fingertips. My panicked heartbeat was making it difficult to breathe. The system caused by thunderstorm, so it sure picked a fine time to turn the lights out on me. That's what the woman was trying to warn me about. That's impossible. She was no fortune teller or psychic as far as I was aware. How could she possibly have known this would happen? Heck, even if she were a fortune teller or psychic, predicting the future is the stuff of science fiction. I shook my head. Rolled my chalk dust fingers into a fist and silently tried to talk some sense into myself. Shouldn't have been playing teacher. I should have been in and out by now. Prison myself up all my way through the dirt. I didn't spend so much time here. You'd think I'd be able to find my way out of it with my eyes closed, as it were. But sadly, that wasn't the case. Touching light into a desk, I knocked it on its side and began tumbling after it, instinctively grabbing at another desk around me for support. Good job. Definitely around blow, I gathered up all the scattered textbooks and writing utensils. Outside, I seem to be doing that a lot lately. I was trying to take inventory of all the things I had knocked out of the desk, then realized, why? I might as well just stand it up and stuff it all back in. Not that I was particularly pleasant prospect. Explaining what I'd done wouldn't be easy, and no matter how I sugarcoated it, it would serve as a clear indication of my clumsiness. If I didn't say anything, it's not like I'd be found out, but that would be the same as lying as far as I'm concerned, and I couldn't do that. Wasted my handy support and swept it around for anything I might have missed, and I found something alright. I clearly pushed my fingers across something, but I had no idea what. It was no notebook or writing a bullet, though, that's for sure. Maybe it had been on the floor all along? I said a wet spot that brought my hand close to my face so I could get a better look with it. What on earth did I just touch? There was a flasher light and I almost immediately drove by a rolling thunder cup, and with it, for a split second, the pitch black classroom was lit up bright as day. Oh, I shot to my feet, utterly mortified. That split second, I got a very good look at my fingertips, and it literally seemed as if they were covered in blood. Oh god. But it wasn't just my hand, no. If my peripheral vision were to be trusted, it looked like the entire classroom was stained a deep, dark crimson. Thinking I backed away from where I'd been crouching. Tried rationalizing what I saw. How could a whole classroom become a bloodbath like this? Did something spill? Did someone stumble in here injured? My whole body was quaking. I fled from the classroom. Or rather, I tried to flee. Oh, not the door. I don't get it again in frenzy. I swung so hard it felt like my fingernails might tear loose. But it just wouldn't budge. Oh. As I was mildly grabbing at my hair with one hand and slammed my fist into a nearby desk with the other. This was a nightmare. Silence saturated my inky blackness of the room. I took several deep breaths in an effort to restrain my pounding heart. Oh my god. I was certain that when I saw it was actually come morning, it ended up being totally something around like, someone sold the stained gym clothes. My imagination was just running wild because I was panicking. Oh god, Yui. I decided to check out that hypothesis by feeling my way across the door and determine if anything was jutting out from any of the cracks. I went around against the door, but I just couldn't make anything out that would be doing this, and the classroom's rear exit seemed a world away. No, this was the third floor. I couldn't get out of this classroom without exiting into the hallway. Still, I noticed a sudden flash of light through the hallway window, but the glass was only translucent, so I couldn't be sure of its source. Oh god. I called the assistant of a custodian who always patrolled the school grounds. Sure, he must have been taking a look around after sudden power. All at once my favorite AO eggs were gaining strength. This nightmare would soon be over. Shot the custodian through the window slowly a second. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh. I'll be sure he heard me. I shouted again. Finally, I could see the light out in the hallway again. It seemed to be getting closer. However, perturbed, I took a step away from the window. That's a flashlight. Shouldn't it be brighter? It looks kind of like a faint, unearthly glow classically attributed to spirits. Was what I was thinking. I tried to stop myself from finishing that thought, however. Doing this aside, it also looked like it was wriggling around in a very unnatural, very unflashlight-like way. And these footsteps. Clump, clump, clump. 4 clumps, then a 3 or so second interval, then another 4. They were sounding in a fixed rhythm. The fear was back in full force. I had to find somewhere to hide. I've accidentally summoned something inhuman. I mean, whatever that was, I begged it for help. I literally invited it in. Teacher's podium. I hurriedly hid myself beneath the teacher's podium. I grabbed my knees, curled up, and messed up as small as I could. This makes me draw nearer and nearer. Oh god. But little, the sound grew louder. Every hair on my body was standing on end. Held my breath, clasped my hands together, and silently prayed. They were close now. Very, very close. Why was this happening? couldn't make any sense of it. I just wanted it to be over. I prayed to God that it would end. Was this what the old woman was trying to warn me about? Was this all happening because I ignored her because I didn't take the paper doll from her? Was it because I'd heard the ghost story of Yoshi and allowed it to get to me? Or did the strange events of the day have nothing to do with what was happening to me now? I was still holding my breath. I didn't dare let any of the tiniest sounds escape and give away my position. This road was ended halfway into one of its cycles. And it ended right in front of this very classroom. I had goosebumps up and down my arms and legs. I stopped praying and clasped my hands over my mouth. I knew I'd scream if I didn't. Mr. Yoshi, was the school legend real? All I could do was close my eyes and keep my mouth shut and hope that whoever or whatever this was would just go away. The footsteps didn't start again. If this wasn't the Yoshi, then she stopped in front of the classroom and was just standing there. I had no concept of time anymore. I stayed in my hiding spot for what was probably only a few minutes, but it felt like it was at least an hour. So I carefully peeked out from under the podium. Gingerly edged my head up far enough just to get a glimpse of the room when suddenly footsteps rang out once more. It sounded like they were headed right for me and they might have been inside the room. Honestly, I honestly couldn't tell. Oh God. I turned back into my high spot and covered my mouth with both hands. This was too much for me. My breathing was coarse and erratic and my face was a mess. Oh God. I couldn't believe the footsteps just wouldn't stop. What on earth were they doing? It almost felt like they were running around in circles just as scary. I these words over and over again and moved my hands to my ears in a vain attempt to block out this torturous sound. As a response, the sound changed. The loud thud followed by silence, no more footsteps. I heard that sound hundreds of times before. It was the classroom door sliding open. I peeked out, but the door was still tightly shut. How could that... Okay. Well, the safety I felt here was pretty much gone, but to be fair, I wasn't absolutely certain the spirit had seen or heard me either. The prospect of stepping out into the open was a desirable one, but I had to decide if it was better to stay here or stay here where I was or to make a break for it. Make a break for it. And I think I'm gonna save... Oh, can I not? Okay, save. I'm gonna save it right here, guys. This is so far. This is really interesting. My heart is beating really fast for this. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure to check out the links down in the description. And this is your Foxy Waifu signing off. Bye. Pick up the enemy, strike them down.